Okay, let's get into this. We're looking at some really interesting source material today, contrasting two very different ways to think about success.
Right, and it uses this great analogy, roots over branches.
Exactly. It sets up these two worlds. First, you've got Elias. He's what, 78, runs this old bookshop. Elias's antiquarian books, think dust, old leather, quiet wisdom.
Mm, time just moves differently there. And then directly opposite.
You've got Anya, young, 28, runs next gen tech, all glass and chrome, super high energy.
Totally. And Anya, initially, she's all about that firework mindset
Yeah, the big bang. Success is a destination, the huge valuation, the buyout. It's flashy, noisy.
and built entirely on those external metrics, like a fortress designed to impress.
But the sources show that Fortress was, well, kind of fragile.
Very fragile. A major investor pulls out unexpectedly.
And boom, the whole thing just cracks.
Because her mindset was pinned on the outcome, the one thing she fundamentally couldn't control, it failed her instantly.
Right. So this crisis forces her to sort of retreat. She ends up seeking refuge across the street in Elias's quiet shop.
And that's the turning point. In that quiet space, she stumbles upon Seneca, the letters from a Stoic.
Okay, so what happens then? What's the big takeaway from Seneca?
Well, the core insight, the thing that really shifted things for her, was realizing she needed to stop chasing these fickle outcomes, the investor's whim, the market noise.
Things outside of control?
Exactly. And instead, pour all that energy into her actions, her judgments, her effort, the things she could control.
That makes sense. There's that quote mentioned, right? The one that
Yeah.
struck her.
Yeah, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality.
Oof, it's hard. Her whole setup was basically running on fear, on imagining failure.
Which, as you can imagine, is incredibly draining. But how does that philosophical idea actually help a tech startup, practically speaking, when the numbers are down?
That's where Elias comes back in with the analogy, the oak tree.
Ah, the roots over branches thing.
Right. He points to the big, impressive branches. That's the fireworks success. The visible stuff, the headlines, the valuation. Looks great.
Sure. Spectacular, even.
But, as Elias says, they're easily broken. A strong wind, a little drought. They depend on everything going perfectly.
But the real strength, the enduring part, is the root system, the part you don't see.
Exactly. That's the other mindset. Success isn't the height of the branches. It's the depth and integrity of the roots.
So it becomes a daily practice.
Yeah, focusing on things like integrity in the process, learning from the small setbacks, really focusing on the effort itself, not just the prize at the end.
And this actually worked for her team.
It led to what the source calls accurate thinking. They stopped scrambling for external validation.
And focused inward.
Yes, on making the product itself the best it could possibly be. Elegant, user-friendly, focusing on the controllable quality.
And success followed from that, not from some lucky break.
From that sustained effort, resilience, quality. It wasn't a sudden explosion, more like steady growth.
So, if we zoom out, success wasn't really the summit, was it? It was more about the strength gained on the climb itself.
It's a manner of traveling, like the source says, not just arriving at the destination.
That's a powerful shift.
So what does this mean for you listening? Anya learned this lesson, this understanding, wasn't something just for her.
Right, the source material ends with her sharing this whole mindset with another struggling entrepreneur.
She realized the true value wasn't just having strong roots herself.
It's that the mindset itself is like a seed. Its greatest power is that you can plant it in others.
So the question becomes, what roots are you planting today? In how you work, how you lead, how you learn,
Mm-hmm.
that someone else might benefit from tomorrow?